Meet the Influencers, where you are going to get a chance to get to know all of your favorite, just in time for the show, in fitness, fashion, lifestyle, and beauty. I'm your host, Robin Neal, and I am here today with none other than Gabi Butler, incredible nominee for this year. And we're going to talk a bit about her nomination, get to know her a little bit more. Gabi, are you ready to get this thing started?
Yes, ma'am. I am so excited and I cannot wait to just answer some questions and talk with you.
Perfect. So to get it all going and to get it started, obviously a lot of people know you from the show Cheer, and I just have to ask, to get the ball rolling, how was it for you to have to publicly show your daily life? Because I'm not sure if beforehand you were super active on social media or you had the huge following that you have now, but once you started to have to put your daily life in front of everyone, how was that for you?
It was definitely something that was not easy to do, just because when you're putting your life, kind of in the hands of a Netflix series, it's a little like, oh gosh, what are they gonna, what if people don't like what I have to say, or what if people don't like the way I am? Or you just kind of start going into this deep hole of things that you're thinking to yourself. And it's kind of like, it's definitely a scary thing, but it's also a very, very amazing thing, because you get to influence people's lives and show them kind of a deeper side of who you actually are versus what they see on social media, which is why I, I had to trust the process of, I can get a lot of hate where people cannot like me for certain things that I say or do. But at the end of the day, this is who I am. And I think it's important for people to know who I am.
You are considered an influencer in both fitness and in the cheer space, which it actually overlaps because cheer is a sport. You are getting up every morning, making sure that you're hitting the gym, you're eating what you're supposed to, you're competing. So when you hear that word influencer, what does that mean to you?
An influencer to me is someone that has the ability and the power to touch people's lives. And, a lot of people are very different. A lot of people might touch on different things or different subjects or the way they live. But what I want to do as an influencer is really just impact people's lives. And sometimes I forget, wow, I actually can make at least one person's life better and change it for the good. And I think that's something extremely special, because not a lot of people have the opportunity to move people's lives. And I think that there's so much negative in the world that if I could bring somewhat of peace and positivity to it, that's what I'm going to do.
Do you have those younger girls or younger guys that are in the cheer as well just come up to you and have great things to say to you?
Yes, I actually, we just had a football game at Weber State, and at one point there was a little girl that came up to me. She was about 4 or 5 years old, but it literally brought tears to my eyes, because she, the light in her eyes when she saw me, and when she came up to me, she was like, I love watching you, and you're so amazing, and you're so pretty. And it brought tears to my eyes, because I'm like, wow, I forget sometimes how much I can, how much I mean to someone, or what I can do for someone. And it's a very, very heart-touching, heartwarming feeling.
How do you keep going during the days where you're tired or you're worn out, or there are a lot of people that are just talking about anything for any reason? How is it that you keep going?
Yeah, I'm here to say, it is absolutely okay to have days that you're not completely on. There's going to be obstacles in your life, and that's just life. Life is never going to be a perfect uphill road. It's always going to go in up, down, spiral, left, right. It's never going to be, your best day every day. And that's something that people need to understand, is it's okay to have bad days. And something that helps me personally with getting through those hard days, or the days that I don't feel right, or I don't feel, completely on, is just, I find my why. Like, why do I do what I do? Why do I do this? Like, what's my reason? And, one of my reasons actually is just God. I thank God every day for waking up in the morning and just being able to do what I do and love. And, there's some people that don't get the opportunity. They don't, or they can't, there's some people that can't walk, or they can't do certain things. And I think to myself, I have the ability to do what I love. And I have another amazing blessing that I can impact other people's lives for the good and make their lives better.
That brings me to the next segment of this, which is going to be rapid fire questions. So I'm just going to name off 5 questions really, really quickly. You don't have to answer them really, really fast.
Okay.
If you come up with something really fast, give me the answer, but take your time to think about it if you need to. This is just more fun, lighthearted, and a reflection of your personality, basically. So,
okay, I'm ready.
Let's get started. Question number 1 is, what shows are you binging right now on Netflix?
I would say You, Bridgerton, and I do love Vampire Diaries. I can watch that series like over and over and over again and just never get tired of it.
Next question, your favorite TikTok trend at the moment, because I know you're very active on there.
My favorite TikTok trend, let's see. I would have to say, like, I love the trends when they go from, like, they take their selves, how they are now, and then they go back to when they were young. I don't know if you've seen that one, but it's really cool because it shows the picture of themselves, like, let's say an older person, and then it goes back into time and it like transitions them into when they were younger, and it literally fits their face so well. So it's like extremely weird, but it's so satisfying. I think it's like the coolest thing, and I think it's so cool to just see how how older people looked when they were younger.
If you weren't cheering, what would you be doing?
That is a great question. I would have to say, if I wasn't cheering, I feel like gymnastics is very close to cheerleading. So it may be gymnastics, but I feel like I would want to do something completely different. So I would probably have to say I would surf.
What's your favorite restaurant to eat at on the weekend in your hometown?
Oh, that's a great question. So now that I'm in Utah, there's a place called Neaters, and it is an 11 out of 10. Like, they have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So they have everything you can think of, and they make everything from scratch. So it's so funny though, because they're closed on Sundays, and I always find myself wanting it on Sundays. And I'm like, why is it closed on Sundays? Like, of course, on the days that I want it, it's closed.
And last but not least, favorite online stores to shop at?
Oh my gosh. Okay, this is a tough one. I would have to say I do really like Pretty Little Thing. I don't do a whole lot of online shopping, but I do like Pretty Little Thing. I also really like Boohoo. Yes, I love Boohoo. They have a lot of really cute stuff.
That's the perfect way to wrap this up. For those that are listening and are hearing your story for the first time, learning about your hometown and the restaurants that you like, the shows that you're watching, where can they follow you? On TikTok, on Instagram, on YouTube? Where can they catch up with you at?
So I have pretty much all social media platforms, and all of them are a little bit different, but my Instagram is Gabi Butler 1617. My TikTok is Gabi_Butler 1617. And yeah, those are basically the two major platforms. And then I also have a YouTube channel, And it is, if you just type Gabi Butler, it should pop up right there. So
make sure to mark your calendar so you don't miss out on social media's biggest night. Be sure to follow us on all of our social media platforms to stay up to date on everything AIA. All the handles will be listed down below. I'm your host, Robin Neal, signing off with Gabi Butler. Thank you so much for joining us today, Gabi. Like, absolutely love this conversation. Very open, very honest, and very fun, which I always love that.
Yes, thank you, Robin. You are amazing, and I know we haven't met, but you seem like a sweet soul. And I just want to say thank you so much for having me. Also, I'm going to give one little thing just to end it off. I do have a fitness app, and I also have a clothing line, and it's called Moxie. And then you can actually work out with me on my fitness app. So, but yes, I want to say thank you so much for giving me the time to speak to you. This was an awesome experience, and I hope to speak to you again.
Sounds good. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you, Robin, and I hope you have an amazing day.